Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing a handful of bowls right now with Jeff from BMOCmoves.com, a guy who's given us a lot of great advice during the regular season in college football this year, as well as, of course, mostly winning picks. And he has chosen the GoDaddy Bowl, Georgia Southern and Bowling Green, to cover with us right now. Jeff, this is an interesting one because of the contrast in styles, right? Georgia Southern runs very effectively a triple option. Bowling Green has a big offense that is very pass-heavy. Bowling Green's a 7.5 or 8-point favorite here. Total 66 or 66.5. Bowling Green, of course, will have a decent amount of time to prepare to defend Georgia Southern, but still, a lot of points. Georgia Southern might be able to keep it close. Both teams were phenomenally good bets ATS over the year, although Georgia Southern got crushed in their very last game, which is a little bit eye-opening. So it's an interesting bowl. I personally have absolutely no opinion on it as yet, but you chose this for a reason. Jeff, what do you like here?
Yeah, Peter, you make a good point on the triple option. Bowling Green's obviously without their coach. He bolted for Syracuse. Georgia Southern actually without their coach as well. He bolted for Tulane. So it's going to be interesting to see how these teams play against contrasting styles. I'm looking at the over in this game, Peter. You look at Bowling Green in particular, obviously one of the better passing attacks in the country. They should be able to move the ball pretty easily. If you look at the last game for Georgia Southern against Georgia State, they were torched on the defensive end. Nick Arbuck and that Georgia State team really kind of handed it to them. Bowling Green should be able to move the ball behind Matt Johnson, a 69% completion percentage this year with 43 touchdowns. You look at Georgia Southern on the offensive side, obviously they run that triple option, always very tough to defend. And you look at Bowling Green, look, their last two games, they did pretty well against the run, but the previous three games against Western Michigan, Ohio, and Toledo, they gave up 703 rushing yards and 10 touchdowns. Matt Breida for Georgia Southern, the kid's a beast. They have a plethora of backs. They're really going to be able to put up some points, I think, as well. You always look at Bowling Green and Georgia Southern, most of the time, very high-scoring teams. I think both these teams get into the 40s. This could be a wacky game. Tough side, but I would go with the over. I think this gets into the 70s, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because Georgia Southern actually went under in 5 of their last 6 games, and Bowling Green, despite their big offense, also closed with 4 straight unders. You do see this sometimes where, like, normally high-scoring teams sort of get a little bit lethargic offensively at the end of the year, start going under, and then come back with a modest total in a bowl game and sort of get recharged offensively, and you see a higher-scoring game. That's what you think is going to happen here?
Yeah, and I do want to point out, I mean, with Bowling Green, you mentioned his last couple of games, they were playing some pretty anemic offensive teams. Same with Georgia Southern. I mean, the bottom of the Sun Belt is some poor offensive team. So, I kind of give that to them. I think these teams kind of show out on both sides of the ball. I don't think there's a lot of defense played. Last thing I'll say, Peter, this Georgia Southern team, pretty good against the run, but they, like I said, they've struggled against the pass at times this year. So I think the over is the way to go in this one.
Sounds good to me. Right now, 66 or 66.5 are the numbers market-wide. Jeff from BMOCmoves.com recommending a play on over 66 in the GoDaddy Bowl. Jeff, you've had a great year with us at SBR Videos. Tell us what your website's all about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have some of the biggest college football plays of the year coming up on these bowl games. Have had a great start to the college basketball season. We're nearly 60% in college basketball. It's going to be a very big winner at my site. Please come over and chat with me. Let's get something going and let's make some money together. It's been fun doing these bowls, so let's keep it going.
Sounds great, Jeff. Thanks.
Thank you.